Hi, I'm just doing a quick video here on why it's important to work on your own car. My wife has a Lexus. I won't talk about the model year or anything, but we took it in, and it's an older car, so I knew it would need some things. They did their point inspection, and yeah, the hood struts were bad. I knew that. If I had to check the oil, I'd just use a vice grips on the rod. But I thought, okay, yeah, it needs that. And they also said the air filter needed replacing, which, yeah, okay, I replaced the air filter, no problem, I can do that easy. And then I talked about the rear brakes, which I knew there was a problem there, but I've been kind of putting it off. So, oh yeah, the brakes on the rear were the lower pins had frozen, which if you get online, you'll find out that a lot of Lexuses have that problem with frozen lower pins. You can get the upper one unscrewed now, but the lower ones, no way. So they quoted me a price of almost $1,800 to do those three things. So I wanted to see how much I could save just by doing this myself. Now, I will say that I didn't use OEM parts. There are some things I would use OEM parts for if it was a water pump or something where I was going to have to do a pretty big breakdown. I want the best parts in there possible so I don't have to do them again. But let's go over what they had listed here. Air filter. That was $39.36 for an air filter, factory air filter. I got on Amazon, and I got one for around $12. And it appeared to be the same thing. Okay, use it at your own risk, but I had no problem with that. And they had 0.3 hours at $130 per hour. So to install the air filter would have been $39. Well, I installed the air filter, and it's about a 5-minute job. So let's see, that would have been $78.36 just to replace the air filter. Okay, and let's go on to the hood struts. This one really killed me. 0.2 hours at $175 per hour shop time. They wanted $35. It's got the two separate parts numbers for each support on each side for the pneumatic struts. One is 111.22 and the other is 103.94, which I find odd because they're the same part. I went online and I got the struts for about $27. To replace just the hood struts would have been $250.16. I did it for around $27. Then we'll get to calipers, which I knew were bad. And I will say that I did not replace the discs. I didn't deem it important at this time to do that. If you wanted to do it, you certainly could. It would have added to the cost, absolutely. But they had 1 hour at $175 per hour to replace the rear calipers, and that was it, rear calipers. And let's see, that would have cost, just to replace the rear calipers, we're not even talking about anything else, the discs or any of that, $536.24. And that was 1 hour, which is about right, I think, if you got to go to the parts department and get the calipers. But actually putting them on is 3 bolts and they're all the same size. So if you have an impact wrench, you could have each caliper off because the pins are seized at the bottom. You have to take the mount off too. Well, that's 3 bolts. You can have the calipers off because you got 2 bolts mounting and 1 for the banjo fitting for the brake fluid line. So you can have those off really fast. Okay, 1 hour, got it. And the pads are simple, very easy. If you get online, you can see how to do that. Very simple job. Let's see. They also had part of the brake job, rear replace pads and rotors. And for that, it is 1.80 hours at $175 an hour. That would have been $315. Here's the problem I have. Once you get the calipers off, and that was at 1 hour, which is about right, why would it take 1.80 hours to take the discs off? And that's what it included, because it's got the pad kit, disc brake, and discs rear. So once you have the calipers off, the discs literally pull off. So you're talking about maybe a minute's worth of time to take the discs off. Okay, that doesn't add up to me. 1.8 hours to pull disc. And to install the pads, I'm not a trained mechanic. I put the pads in, 2 minutes aside. Not a problem. So all told, they wanted $1,773, and I managed to do the job for $227. Okay? But I will say I didn't replace the disc at this time. And I didn't do anything to the front. They said, well, the pads are starting to get a little worn. It's like a 2 out of a 3. Well, I looked on their piece of paper here, had it listed in the green, so they were fine, so I didn't bother replacing those. And it wasn't listed as something that needed to be done or that they figured the cost for. So anyway, I saved about $1,500. So the next time you walk in or go in, take your car in, you should always get a second opinion, okay? It's just the right thing to do. Anyway, I just wanted to point some of these things out, and hopefully it helps somebody out there. You have a good day, and God bless you.